Hello everyone, Toby here with a quick ClickTeam Fusion tip. As some of you may or may not know, Fusion received the ability to break your editor workspaces into tabs back in build 294. Now, I do not believe these are enabled by default, and you will see that, well, there are no tabs here. What you can do with these disabled is break out your workspaces into separate child windows, like this. However, in some cases, you may prefer the tabs. So, to enable these, all you need to do is go to the top left toolbar, under Tools, click Preferences, and then under the Workspace tab, you will see Use Tabs for Editors. And now, after applying that, the option to break this workspace out into a child window disappears, and it is now contained in a marked tab. So if we actually jump into the application I just created here, you will see in the tabs up here, the welcome screen and the application. Now, if you do something like change the screen to the event editor instead of the frame editor, you will see that it still remains in the same tab. So if you want to actually create a new tab, whenever you perform an action that would actually generate a new workspace on your screen, you hold down Shift. So for example, if I want to view this object's behaviors, let's create one there. When I just click Edit with a regular left mouse click, it will take over the tab I'm currently working in. However, if I hold down Shift while pressing that Edit button for the behavior, boom, it is now in a separate tab. So I can do whatever I want to this tab, like switch over to the event editor, and the behaviors are still here in this tab. So if I want to actually create a new tab of the same frame or another frame, again, you hold down Shift and then double click the frame, and it will now open in a new tab. As you can see here, we've got 3 open now. This can be useful if you want to have one tab be the frame editor and then the other tab be the event editor. You can also take these windows, drag them, and if you let go on one side of the screen, you can select new horizontal or new vertical tab group. And you'll see what that does in just a second. So splitting them horizontally, it splits them. You can see the both workspaces on your screen without having to actually switch the tabs over. And if I wanted to do a vertical tab group, I just, I click and drag the tab. First, I can just join it back up here, and then I can break it out into a vertical tab group, which allows me to see both the frame editor and the event editor simultaneously in 2 separate tabs. But yeah, these are pretty neat. They were added in build 294, so as long as you are running build 294 or above, you will have access to this feature, and as long as it is enabled under your application preferences for your workspace. If you found this tip useful, please remember to like, share, and subscribe. And don't forget to stay tuned for more ClickTeam Fusion tips in the future. I'll catch you later.